an initiative at Texas Southern University to get more of our students to participate in study abroad programs. The more likely they are to be retained in school and they will complete their degree program. We took a group of executive masters of public administration students to Ghana to teach and train students to be global leaders. The concept of globalization is very important today because we're so interconnected, and that's very important in terms of broadening their worldview. That we're doing something that is unique. We've been able to use our accreditation of the Masters of Public Administration program to be a major player in terms of public administration in the arena.
Study abroad is important because it gives a sense of freedom to students just from an educational perspective. When you immerse yourself within another society, within another culture, it's not just you reading about this, and it gives your learning perspective another dimension. It gives your ability to learn another dimension. Study abroad programs have a unique ability to provide that for a student.
Travel's really put into my mind how imperative it is to be a global leader. See a place that has great resources but doesn't have the means to process their own resources. And that is affecting their region. You talk about being a global leader, you talk about how can you have this paradigm shift so that you can help these undeveloped countries catch up in the global marketplace.
You know, these are really questions that can exist still in the modern world, but these are everyday challenges that underdeveloped and developing nations have.
Being in Africa has showed me that you have to be open to various cultures. Everyone is equal, period. And in Ghana, that's how they view each other. My experience at the school was the best day.
My name is Emmanuel Bobby. I am 6 years old. Teachers are very important. The teachers have to read and write.
We're glad that you've welcomed us. Today we brought some school supplies and some other items.
Great experience. Just being with the students that day and realizing that they are so eager to learn.
Most important part of my trip, the fact that we're all people, we all have the same values. For the most part, have a belief in something greater than you. Though we have different infrastructures, though we have different government tactics, though we have different economies, you still have the same basic ideals when it comes to living.
I'm no different than them. We're all the same. We just grew up on 2 different parts of the world.
One of the things that stood out to me was just the deeply rooted tradition.
There's something really special about Ghanaian people.
They'll take off the shirt off their back to give to you because they're very nurturing.
One thing that you see everywhere in terms of their tourism and marketing is the word "akwaba," which is a welcome, a lovingness, a tenderness in terms of, you know, being affectionate to the people around them.
It just made me realize that you have so much more to do. You're not finished.
Forward ever, backward never.
That's a part of leadership.
Element of, you know, being able to connect.
Of the whole being more important than just the personal beliefs. That's one of the most pertinent things you take back from being a global leader, that it's going to have to be about the people more so than it's going to be about just your individual ability to get ahead.
We brought a lot of respect to Texas Southern University.